You're a good person. You're empathetic. You give second chances. And that is exactly why you are a perfect target. The people who are draining your life away aren't the obvious monsters. They are the victims, the concerned friends, the family members who just want what's best for you. They don't attack you with a sword. They bleed you dry with 1,000 tiny paper cuts. They use your own kindness as a weapon against you. You were taught to be nice. You were taught to be understanding. Machiavelli would call you naive. In The Prince, he warned that virtues, when used foolishly, will be your ruin. And in a world of subtle manipulation, your naive empathy is your ruin. This isn't about learning to be cruel. This is about learning psychological survival. This is how you stop being a target and reclaim your power. Why do they do it? It's not for money. It's for something far more valuable. Your emotional reaction. A toxic person doesn't want a solution. They want your energy. They poke you just to watch you flinch. They know you can't stand being misunderstood, so they misunderstand you on purpose. They know you hate conflict, so they create constant, low-grade chaos. And you walk right into their trap every single time. They play the victim. You rush in to apologize. They go silent. You panic and flood their phone with messages. They accuse you. You write a 5-paragraph essay defending your intentions. You are predictable, and your predictability is their greatest weapon. You think you're just explaining yourself. You think you're keeping the peace. You are not keeping the peace. You are funding your own internal war. You were trained your whole life to be agreeable, to absorb discomfort, to be the bigger person. But in this game, being the bigger person just means you're a bigger target. Let's be brutally honest. Good people get used. Strategic people get respected. This is where we stop playing their game. We start playing Machiavelli's. Your boundaries are not an emotional plea. They are not a wish. They are a fortress wall. A toxic person doesn't cross your boundaries because they didn't understand. They cross your boundaries to see if you will enforce them. Every time you explain why you have a boundary, you are weakening the wall. Every time you apologize for having a boundary, you have already surrendered. From now on, your no is a complete sentence. Not, no, I'm so sorry. Just say no. To the co-worker who messages you at 10 p.m, I am not available after 5 p.m. You don't say sorry. You just stop responding. To the family member who loves drama, I am not available for this conversation. Then you hang up. To the friend who always takes and never gives, I can't help you with that. When you do this, they will get upset. They will call you selfish. They will say, you've changed. Good. That is the sound of their leverage dissolving. Machiavelli wrote that if a ruler cannot be both, it is much safer to be feared than loved. Your peace is your kingdom. You must rule it with discipline, or they will tear it apart. These people are masters of quiet warfare. They don't use bombs. They use psychological poison. The backhanded compliment. Wow, it's so great you finally got that project done. The guilt trip. I guess I'll just handle this crisis all by myself, since you're so busy. The blame shift. I wouldn't have yelled if you hadn't been so sensitive. The strategic silent treatment, making you panic and question your own worth. This is all designed to do one thing, make you feel crazy, make you second-guess your own reality. The battlefield is your nervous system. You've been programmed. So how do you break the programming? You become unreadable. You become a fog they cannot grasp. First, you go neutral. When they bait you, you give them nothing. No anger, no defense, just nothing. I see. Noted. That's your opinion. These phrases are psychological firewalls. They are short, flat, and boring. You cannot escalate a conflict with someone who refuses to participate. Second, you delay. They send you an outrageous text. They want your immediate emotional reply. Don't give it to them. Let them wait. Wait an hour. Wait a day. Let the urgency die. You are taking back control of the timeline. Third, you exit. The moment you feel the manipulation, you walk away. I'm not available for this. And you leave. No guilt, no fanfare. You have just unplugged them from their power source. These people are masters of quiet warfare. They don't use bombs. They use psychological poison. The backhanded compliment. Wow, it's so great you finally got that project done. Be warned. When you first do this, they will escalate. When you stop reacting, they will provoke harder. When you pull away, they will cry, they will rage, they will accuse. This is not because they love you. This is the desperate, violent tantrum of an addict whose drug is being taken away. Your reaction is their drug. This is the Machiavellian inversion. You stop engaging, you become an emotional ghost. You are present, but untouchable. You have taken the script they've memorized for years, and you have set it on fire. This is terrifying for them. They cannot control what they cannot read. Your silence is the most brutal counter-move you have. They need your words. Your words are their material. Your explanations are their roadmap. Your arguments are their victory. When you go silent, you become a locked vault. They are left alone, screaming into the void, with nothing but their own toxicity. This is not weakness. This is not avoidance. This is dominion. It's time to burn a new operating system into your mind. These are not suggestions. These are laws. 1. You do not have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Your self-destruction is not a noble sacrifice. It is just self-destruction. 2. No is a complete sentence. It is not the start of a negotiation. It is the end of a discussion. 3. You are not responsible for someone else's healing. You cannot rescue someone who is committed to their own storm. If they refuse to heal, they will use their pain as a weapon to control you. 4. Anyone who gets angry at your boundary was benefiting from your lack of one. Their anger is not your problem. It is the confirmation that your boundary was necessary. 5. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Let them be wrong. Your peace is more valuable than their understanding. 6. You can love someone and still choose to never see them again. Love is a feeling. Access is a privilege. Do not confuse the two. 7. Closure is a private act. You do not get it from them. You don't need one last talk. You don't need them to apologize. Closure is the moment you decide their chaos is no longer your problem. There comes a moment when your body just gives out. The anxiety, the exhaustion, the walking on eggshells, the endless rehearsals in your head for conversations that always go wrong. That is not weakness. That is your body screaming at you to wake up. You've been addicted to a fantasy. The fantasy that if you were just better, kinder, or more patient, they would finally change. They won't. Not as long as you are a willing participant. So you have a choice. You can fast forward 10 years and see yourself, hollowed out, exhausted, still apologizing for the space you take up, still keeping the peace. Or you can make the Machiavellian choice, the cold and clean choice. You can walk away, not with a fight, not with a 10-page letter. You just leave. You become unavailable. You disappear from their game. They will say, "You've changed." The correct answer is, "Yes, I did." You are not abandoning them. You are rescuing yourself. Machiavelli wrote that a wise ruler must know how to do evil if constrained. To a manipulator, protecting your own peace will always look like an act of evil. So be it. Let them call you cold. Let them call you selfish. They are just angry that a person they once controlled is now finally free.